What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 9 in our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up a ridiculous win against the San Diego Chargers. I said it at the end of last episode, and I meant it. We are going to have to work on the sliders. I really do want this series to be as realistic as I can possibly get it, and sometimes I don't quite know what I need to adjust in the sliders to make that happen. You know, people say to look at other series and stuff, but everybody has their own skill level, and everything else really kind of depends on that. We are going to be adjusting the sliders. I don't know what the difference is, because I haven't really changed it an extraordinary amount. The only thing I can chalk it up to is the fact that I made our coverage supposedly a little bit better, but it certainly doesn't seem like that, because if we were not getting an interception on a play, we were giving up 25 yards per pass. I don't know, it was ridiculous. It's kind of all over the place, but we'll figure it out. A lot of people want to scout a quarterback to potentially replace Marcus Mariota with all the injury issues that he's been having. We can look into it a little bit. Definitely not looking like a solid class, at least down there, because throw on the run, I want to see accuracy, not a C plus trade afterwards. And I don't see any like really strong, like this is not looking like a good quarterback class. Granted, you know, I understand I haven't scouted too far into it yet, but I'm not seeing, there we go, there's a short throw accuracy. The fact that there's only one quarterback projected to go in the first round and his throw power is only a B plus isn't the greatest of things, I would say. Anyway, we should move on. Let's start scouting around a little bit, see what we can find. In fact, let's just start off at the top of the draft. I know we did this a little bit last time, but let's continue to go down this way and kind of see if anybody stands out. Like, that's a solid prospect right there to look at. He's got 2A stats right off the bat. Let's see. Good coverage stats for Sean Godfrey here. Run block, good. Oh, there we go. I love seeing those B pluses. Those things are great. Solid option. Not great, maybe. I don't know. Go down the list a little bit. Continue to try to find somebody here. Calvin White. Good coverage there. Not the greatest of hit power, but good tackling and decent coverage for a linebacker. Definitely something I could potentially work with. Here's another good run block. Pass block's not there, though. Throw power, okay. So if he has another... Well, McClendon might be an interesting guy that could potentially fit into what I'd like to do. I don't know. It all depends on that combine. And if he's like a late first-round talent, he might be available. I mean, we don't really know where we're going to be picking yet, I guess, but we'll kind of see how the rest of the season unfolds. Let's go ahead and go over here, though. Let's work on the sliders. 63 points is ridiculous, guys. And I get that our offense... Here's the thing. Our offense is not looking that good so far. Our running game's all right, but we're not able to get people open. Now, I only increased this by 2. It was at 50 all season long, and we were not getting any interceptions. Let's move it down to 48, because this might have been what changed all that. Lowering this might allow us to get more interceptions regardless of where that is. So we're going to move this down here. Tackling, I might move up 1. QB accuracy, what do I want to do over here? Because I feel like their guys are just open all the time, but there's really nothing to fix that on. Might move his pass blocking up by 2, and we can try this out. I might lower, let's see, coverage just a few here. We've been having a lot of difficulties. Like, Harden's never open. Half of our receivers barely get open, I feel like. So we'll try this out. You know, I do appreciate everybody who's been patient with me, and especially the ones that are kind throughout the process. I know it's been a while, but I really am trying to get the best sliders I can, and sometimes, you know, that's not happening, and we get ridiculous games. And then I see all the comments of just people nonstop complaining. It really does drive me nuts. So the people that are actually really kind and offer constructive criticism and stuff like that, I do appreciate you guys. You guys know that I am trying to make this the best series I possibly can. Unfortunately, we're going to have games like that, and I haven't even posted that video yet. But I guarantee you, if you go back and look at that video, you're probably going to see a bunch of people complaining. And I don't know, it's just one of those things, man. So let's go ahead and look at all of the stats throughout the season here and see what we got. Yards. Phillip Rivers, who very much struggled against us there. He did get a lot of yards, but he's also been throwing a lot of interceptions. I think he threw 5 against us. Pretty ridiculous. But he wasn't having a great season prior. He would have been 12-10 prior to that game. Interesting there. Broussard coming in at number 2. 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions for him. Russell Wilson 3, Andrew Luck 4, Matt Ryan 5. Austin down there. Let's check out the touchdowns. Broussard leading the way, tied with Roethlisberger and Bridgewater. Andrew Luck, again, continuing his great season. Russell Wilson and Jeffrey Ewing going to be on this list as well. Interceptions, 15 for Phillip Rivers. Ewing with 10. Actually, quite a lot of players there with 10. Let's go ahead and go over. This is a bye week, so we are going to have a second straight news video. We'll get back into more of the awards and stuff like that for that video. This one, I'll knock out all these stats. Alfred Morris leading the way with 848 yards. Abdullah with 794, 691 for Ingram, Monte Ball, and Jeremy Hill on this list as well. Touchdowns, we got 9 for Abdullah, 9 for Joseph Randall, 8 for Tavon Austin. There we go, baby. Theo Riddick with 7, Ray Rice 7, Gurley 7, Carey 7, and Shane Vereen with 7 as well. Receiving the ball, Keenan Allen leading the way with 58 catches, 54 for Victor Cruz on the Cowboys now. What? Rhodes, the second-year pro out of Lehigh with 53. Curse with 51. Julio Jones with 50. In terms of yards, let's see what we got here. Keenan Allen leading the way. Alshon Jeffrey 2. DeAndre Hopkins 3. Julio Jones 4. And Jeremy Maclin 5. Touchdowns, 10 for Calvin Johnson. Sean Hardy, the rookie for the Colts with 9. Deshaun Young with 9. Devontae Adams with 8. 7 for Percy Harvin and Jeremy Maclin. 6 for Martavius Bryant. Cordell Patterson. AJ Green, Victor Cruz, and Keenan Allen. Again, we really need to find a way to get Curtis Harden more involved. We have just been struggling finding him open this season so far. I did change the stats to make it a little bit more difficult because we were just getting too many 80-yard touchdown plays and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll change it a little bit. Trenton McKnight, 106 tackles. Zach Brown, 101, 98 for Perryman. Ramorius Culver, 95, and Shazier with 90. Let's see, sacks. We got 12.5 for Chandler Jones on the Browns. Wow, 11 for Derek Morgan, 7.5 for Khalil Mack, the sack attack. Gerald McCoy was 6.5, Suggs was 6.5, and Justin Brown, the rookie middle linebacker, was 6, 5.5 for Kerrigan. Duron Scott with 5, and Atachu with 5. I hope I said that one right. Interceptions. Let's see what we got. 6 for Kurt Coleman. 5 for D. Milliner, Bobby Wagner, and Darrell Revis. 4 for Manti Te'o, Thomas, Bradley Roby coming in on this list, as well as Tavonte White, the rookie out of Georgia with 4 there. Pretty solid season for him. There you saw Stevens. Demetrius McCray, Appalachian State. There you go. Stevens was up on that list with, I believe, 4 as well. Maybe he had 3. In terms of fumbles forced, Burnett with 4. Coleman with 3. He is just a playmaker to go with the 6 interceptions there. Boyette with 3. Derek Morgan 3. Brown 3. Go down the list. Marquestin Huff with 3 as well. And then there's Tavonte White, that rookie again. He is another playmaker there for the Steelers, man. Getting the interceptions and the fumbles. Fumbles recovered, Burnett leading the way. Scroll down this list. Again, just making some plays. And Reyes has been a really good playmaker for the Aviators as well. Another rookie star there. Blocks. Let's see what we got. Ivory McKay with 1. And then Demario Davis with 1. Safeties. None. Touchdowns. Let's see what we got here. 2 for Morris. 2 for Roby. 2 for Eduardo Ivory. Both coming in that last game. Reyes with 2 as well. Quite a few guys down here with 1. Scroll down. There you go. And then we'll check out the kick and punt return stats. Everything like that. Here we go. Kicking. Scroll through that pretty quickly. Punting. And here we go. Kick returns. Randall Cobb has a touchdown here. 1 touchdown for Randall Cobb. Zach Stacy. Boswell, we saw that one last game. Jenkins with 1. Brown with 1. Woods with 1. Cooks and Odell Beckham Jr. Punt returns. Let's see what we got here. And 2 for Sammy Watkins, Eduardo Jose with 1, Patterson with 1, Dion Evans with 1, and Bakari Boswell getting a punt return for a touchdown as well. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Once again, I really do want to say thank you to everybody being patient. You guys know that I'm really trying to make this the best series I can, and every once in a while when we have a game like that, like, I was seriously tempted to just back out because of how ridiculous it was getting. I know something like that's not realistic, and I don't like that, but it's the way the game played out, and I want to stay true to that. So I tried to adjust the sliders. Hopefully that'll make somewhat of a difference, and hopefully we can continue to improve this series, guys. All feedback is definitely welcome. I just appreciate it when you go about it in a constructive way as opposed to just whining and complaining, if you know what I mean. But thank you so much for all the support throughout this series, guys. I really do appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.